Good evening. Hi, Pisces. Hi, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday season. New Year's is right around the corner. We're soon to enter a new year. I hope you're ready. Whether you are or not, it's going to happen, right? Anyway, I'm exploring the energies of the very last few days of 2022. I am going to start, although I'm doing a Celtic cross with tarot, I will start with a creativity oracle card and get a few words of wisdom for you. Okay. You get two cards, one turned and one didn't. So I am going to read both because you're Pisces and you're a double sign. We're going to first start by the one that was turned. It reads, I don't need my glasses. Analyze. It says, your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. Basically, don't overanalyze, right? And then this one, the image, it says, free associate. I love that. Allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. To bestow. Sorry if I'm butchering the word. Anyways. It's really amazing because the two words are like very different, and it's so Piscean, right? To have like sort of two sides to oneself. You know, this speaks of analyzing and so going into details, and then the other side, which would be free and creative and totally spontaneous and without structure, I feel, because to be able to free associate, you basically, you're not controlling the thoughts, right? Really interesting. So let's see where that really takes us. There's some cards that fell, but I'm going to draw out of the tarot this time. So I've put the cards back. Okay, she wanted to come out, the Queen of Wands in reverse. I will leave her as the overall energy, and I will cut and start drawing now. What crosses her is the Seven of Cups. What crowns this reading is the High Priestess. The foundation is the Four of Wands. The recent past is the Five of Swords. The near future is the Ten of Pentacles. Your power is the King of Pentacles. Your environment is the Page of Swords in reverse. Your hopes and fears is Justice in reverse. And the outcome is the Star card. What a beautiful spread. Wow. Well, I mean, I have to show you, you have the foundation and the near future. Two amazingly strong commitment cards. Loving relationship, establishing a home, building a family, being in love, being happy. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay, so Pisces, are you this Queen of Wands in reverse? I believe you are, okay? And yet, it could be that it's someone else, a fire sign. You could be, if in your power, you're the King of Pentacles, but it could also be, right, energetically speaking, of how solid you feel, how not just how solid you feel, but how much solidity you want to bring to your life by committing, by buying a home, building a home, creating a family, establishing yourself, maybe even a business. I mean, that is speaking of you greatly. And it's pointing to something like it feels like it's something you've wanted for a long time. We do have the star as the outcome. I do think that with the High Priestess being the crowning energy, it's something you would have kept silent, or you might have not expressed often, or maybe ever, or at least, you know, like to this extent. It could also be, I think, that you are at a point in life where now this is what you want. And I say that because obviously you've had and you still have many, many options presented to you. So they don't have to be people. I feel it's just a matter of, it could, but it's also a matter of, okay, well, how do I do this? How do I get there? How do I do it? You know, what is the path to get there? You know, what thing do I do first, and then second, and then third? And how do they imbricate? And how do they build upon one another? It's interesting. This card is quite, I'm loving that the Seven of Cups came out, because to me this is both the analyzing and the free association. Because analyzing is about, okay, how am I going to get there? Which thing am I doing first? Maybe some things I'm doing, some things I'm not doing to achieve this ultimate, you know, happiness and solid foundations for myself and the people I want to share my life with. And yet it's also free associating, because you're letting your spontaneous side just dictate, okay, this is so Piscean, about following your intuition with the High Priestess, about, first of all, how you feel, what that feeling inside, how it's guiding you, and not necessarily, you know, with very rational thoughts about it, right? It's almost like a nudge. It's, you know, it's very subtle. And so your brain is working along your intuition, free associating with, you know, what it is that you want, that you wish for, that you, how is it like all coming together, all cooking up there, you know, and around you. It's really amazing. I love it. You know, in the past you would have been conflicted. I see this not so much as, in this case, fighting or arguing. I think it's more arguing with yourself, fighting yourself. It could also be like, life could have been like always a battle for you. Felt like it was in the past, especially recently. And in your environment, we see it also. The Page of Swords is in reverse. There would have been something unhealthy about, you know, being a little too passive, comparing yourself to others greatly, you know, and saying, well, I don't have that. They have a house, I don't have a house. They have 2 cars, I don't have a car. I don't know, whatever. I am pointing to the material, because we are talking about, you know, 10 of Pentacles, your power being the King of Pentacles, succeeding in business as well, right? Making sure that what you do create and build will last and stand the test of time. But there's a lot of comparing yourself to others. It could even be just their qualities, not necessarily what they own. And what they do, and, you know, with whoever they are, whatever it is, right, that you're comparing. And that can also be seen, it's interesting, can also be seen on the Seven of Cups. This card is, it's funny, it's central to the reading, but it's also central in how it's bouncing off other cards. It's really amazing. I mean, it happens sometimes, but not so often. This is pretty... It's as versatile as the card is. The card is being just as versatile as its meaning. It's beautiful. I love it. Anyways, I do want to come back to the Queen of Wands in reverse, right? I think that some of your internal battles, the conflicts, inner conflicts that you might have had in the past, right, could stem from a low self-esteem, quote-unquote issue, feeling less than, or again, the idea that you compare yourself constantly. You might not even at this point be fully conscious of it. Hopefully you do become more and more conscious of that so you can stop that. Or at least, you know, try not to, or not as much. There could have been, although I said the Five of Swords is depicting, for me, what I feel is how you've experienced life as being often a struggle to this, up to this point. But you do feel that things are unfair. I think that one of your biggest fears is for having your life turned upside down, feeling very unsettled. And I think that's why you're really wanting to, like, you're gonna put all your efforts into building this home, finding this home, buying this home, decorating the home, and really sharing your home. I think that's really important. Not just with, let's say, one person. I think you're gonna want to invite people. I think you want the house to be alive, if you know what I mean, to have life in it, to feel the love within the walls. I think this is crucial to this reading because of the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And so one of your fears is to lose it all, to have everything, you know, either legally taken from you, because it's the Justice card. I'm saying those words. It doesn't have to be that. It could be just not being able to maybe buy the home for legal reasons or financial reasons, for that matter, whatever it is, right? And part of your mindset, or at least the way when you feel that life is a struggle, it also stems from, for some reason, you always feel like life was unfair to you. So, I mean, I invite you to think differently, just to attract something else for yourself, right? Just to bring more positivity and just align with your manifestations differently, just because otherwise you might experience just more of what you feel is unfair, right? Especially when you're comparing yourself, you know, because you probably have a relatively good life, so you are only comparing and feeling it's unfair when you look at someone else who has more, or something that you would want. You know, it's really just relative. So, and there's a meditation and there's reflection regarding these things I've just mentioned. I mean, look, your outcome, you're being asked. I'm really choosing my word here. You're being asked by Source to believe. You're being asked to hope. You're being asked to remember that it's possible. Constantly remind yourself it's happening, it's here, it's what I've always wanted. It looks like this, it feels like this, it tastes like that. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful, beautiful combination. I'm really stoked by this reading. I am going to close it here. I don't think there's any much more to say than the star. Maybe one thing. The star is a dream. It's what you wish for. So it will concretize because this is the near future. But it still starts with a dream, right? So please analyze and free associate. Look at your options. Look at houses. Look at neighborhoods. Look at dating sites. All these things that you want to create in terms of, you know, a beautiful, happy life with that you're sharing with someone and others in a beautiful home for the rest of your days, hopefully, is possible. Truly, it's gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give me a thumbs up, like, of course, share, subscribe. I'll see you soon. Happy New Year. And I'll be doing yearly readings very, very soon, so you can be on the lookout for that. Anyways, good night. Take care.